Thinking about being a poll worker in Gwinnett County for the 2024 election, that's going to be pretty cool. It's kind of like you're answering the call, being a protector of democracy
Yeah.
right here where we live.
Yeah. And everyone's always watching that presidential race, but those local elections, especially right here in Gwinnett, those are really important.
They are important.
Think about it. Schools, parks, all that stuff that we deal with every day, those local elections have a huge impact. And as a poll worker, you'd be right there making sure it all runs smoothly and fairly.
That is so true. And we're not just talking about, just checking boxes on a list. This is about real people, right?
Right.
Imagine being that friendly face at the polls, the one who welcomes in your neighbor, maybe even your grandma, and helps them make sure their voice is heard, their votes counted. That's going to be a powerful feeling.
Absolutely. It really is more than just, processing votes. It's about ensuring that the elections are transparent, accessible to everyone who comes in, upholding the very heart of democracy.
Okay, I'm getting chills just thinking about it, but let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. What does a typical election day actually look like for a Gwinnett County poll worker? Paint us a picture.
Well, first of all, get ready to wake up before the sun does. We're talking 5:30 a.m.
5:30 in the morning. I'm going to need a whole pot of coffee for that.
You and me both. You'll be there until everyone's voted, all the votes are counted, and everything's packed up. We're talking after 7 p.m. usually. So it's a full day. I'm not going to lie. A full day dedicated to democracy. But when you think about the impact you have, it makes it so worthwhile.
Yeah, it does sound like it. A long day, but a rewarding one. So walk me through what I would actually be doing. What are the specific duties?
Okay, so in Gwinnett County, you'd be doing a little bit of everything. Setting up the polling location, showing voters how to use the equipment, answering questions, helping with any concerns they might have. Basically, you're the go-to person making sure the whole voting process runs smoothly and fairly for everyone.
Okay, so it's not just like you show up with coffee and a good attitude and you're ready to go.
Right.
What kind of training and preparation can I expect before I'm actually ready for election day?
Yeah, you're definitely going to need more than caffeine and a smile.
Yeah.
Gwinnett County, they take this election stuff seriously. There's mandatory training.
Okay.
You've got online stuff, and then there's in-person training. So you become like an expert on all the rules and regulations.
Yeah.
And you'll get to actually practice using the voting machines.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, walk me through the actual steps.
Okay.
What do I need to do to become a poll worker?
All right, so first, you're going to have to prove you're a U.S. citizen, right?
Right.
Standard I-9 verification.
Makes sense.
But don't worry, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
You just apply online, and then Gwinnett County Human Resources will give you all the instructions to get that part done.
Got it.
Easy peasy.
Online application?
Yep.
I-9 check.
Uh-huh.
What's next?
Then it's training time.
Ah.
So remember I mentioned the online modules and the in-person sessions?
Oh, yeah.
So in those, you're really going to learn everything. Setting up the polling place, how to process the voters quickly and efficiently, how to use all that voting equipment, everything. And then, of course, you'll know all the rules and regulations backwards and forwards
Right.
to make sure that the election is fair.
Speaking to being prepared, you mentioned earlier, it's a really long day. Sounds like I need to pack a survival kit.
That's right.
What should I bring for this, marathon of democracy?
Okay, let's see. Besides that industrial-sized coffee,
Yes, of course.
definitely pack some snacks. And you'll need to stay hydrated. So
Water
bottle, yeah. And if you take any medications regularly, make sure you've got those with you too, okay?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, you really can't leave once those polls open. And whatever you do, make sure you've got some comfortable shoes on.
Oh, yeah.
It's a long day on your feet.
Comfy shoes, check.
Mm-hmm.
Snacks, check. Water, check.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm ready.
You got it.
I'm picturing myself handing out I voted stickers.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything else I should know?
Oh, yes. One really important thing.
Okay.
Remember, you are representing, democracy,
Yeah.
fairness, impartiality, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So that means you got to leave those political buttons at home, no T-shirts with slogans,
Okay.
no hats, nothing like that.
Right.
You don't want anything that could make a voter feel like you're biased,
Yeah.
You want everybody to feel welcome and like their vote is their own.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Right.
Every voter should feel heard,
Absolutely.
no matter what their views are.
Exactly. You're just there to make sure everybody has an equal opportunity to vote.
Right.
That's it.
Level playing field.
Exactly.
Got it. Speaking of making things easy, I heard that Gwinnett County is making it super easy to apply to be a poll worker.
Oh, yeah. They're really going all out this year.
What are they doing?
They're doing these in-person hiring events.
Oh, cool.
So you can go and learn more about the job, ask questions, even do that I-9 verification in person.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And they're having these events all throughout October and November
Okay.
at all these different places. Parks, libraries, community
Oh,
centers.
cool. So there's definitely got to be one near me.
Right.
So convenient. You don't have to, like, track down the right office or anything.
Nope.
Just show up.
Learn about it, get started.
So tell everybody where they can get more information about those hiring events.
It's easy. Just head over to GwinnettCountyJobs.com.
Easy peasy.
Everything you need is right there.
Fantastic. So we've covered the training, the hours, how important it is to be impartial, and these super convenient hiring events. Sounds like Gwinnett County's making it really easy to get involved.
They really are.
But before we wrap up, I want to talk about the bigger picture here.
Okay.
You said earlier, it's about more than just checking boxes. It's more than just the logistics of the day.
Definitely.
So really, what does it mean to be a poll worker?
Right.
Why should people listening even care enough to do it?
That's a great question. And it gets at the heart of why this is such an important job. As a poll worker, you're not just, you know, going through the motions. You're protecting a right.
Yeah.
You're making sure that everybody's voice is heard, that every vote is counted,
Yeah.
that our democracy, stays strong.
Wow, that really makes you think. So you're not just, like, showing up for work that day. You're showing up for your community, for your neighbors, for this idea that every single vote matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about being a part of something so much bigger than just yourself.
Right.
You're making sure that our elections really reflect what the people want.
Yeah, it really changes how you see things. So to everyone listening, picture this, okay? It's election day. You're at the polls bright and early. Actually, the sun's not even up yet.
Right.
You've got your coffee. You're ready for the day.
Nice.
And you're greeting your neighbors. Maybe even some friends come through.
Yeah.
Maybe even your old history teacher.
That's right.
You're smiling. You're helping people vote. You're a part of the system,
Yeah.
making sure it's fair to everybody, that it's easy, that it runs smoothly.
I like it.
Think about how that would feel.
Yeah.
Think about how that experience would change the way you see elections.
That's right, because it's one thing to vote, right?
Yeah.
But it's a whole other thing to be on the inside,
Right.
to see how it all works, to protect that,
Right.
right? For everybody.
It's such a cool opportunity to serve your community.
Absolutely.
And understand, like, really understand how our democracy works.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling inspired,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even a little bit curious,
I hope so.
go check out GwinnettCountyJobs.com.
It's easy.
Look at those hiring events.
That's right.
See if being a poll worker is right for you, because
You never know.
you might be really surprised at what you learn and the impact you can make.
Absolutely.
And that's it for this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next time.